morning, students. This is the time for computer class, and I am your computer teacher. So today we are going to start a new lesson, MS Excel. MS stands for Microsoft Excel. So MS Excel 2010, a spreadsheet tool. This is the name of the chapter that we are going to start today. So first of all, we would like to know what is spreadsheet software. So spreadsheet software is an application software. For what purpose it is used? It is used for numerical and static calculation, scientific calculation, financial and accounting, data analysis, for preparing budget, etc. Different types of spreadsheet software are Lotus, 1, 2, 3, Microsoft Excel, Corel, Quattro Pro, etc. So many of the times the students are asked about the different types of spreadsheet software. So the different types of spreadsheet software are Lotus 123, Microsoft Excel, Corel Quattro Pro, Open Office program such as Calc, etc. So what are the features of a spreadsheet software? A spreadsheet software or a spreadsheet processor, it is an application software that is used to organize and analyze the data in the tabular form. So some of the features of spreadsheets are: number one, spreadsheet software is used for manipulation of data and creation of workbook files comprising of one or more worksheets. It has many built-in tools like formulas and functions. It helps us to analyze the data quickly and also create charts and graphs. It has built-in features like autofill, etc., with the help of which we can fill our data automatically and in a quick way. It allows us to enter the data and to calculate and edit and format the data. This software was used only by the accountant. Now it is used by marketing professionals, students, teachers, financial analysts, etc. It allows us to create new files, edit and format them, save them. It allows us to organize, analyze and illustrate the numerical data. So these were some of the basic features of MS Excel. So of spreadsheet software. So MS Excel 2010, it is a part of the MS software. So MS Excel is an application software with the help of which we create spreadsheets. It has many excellent features that have made it very popular. So we can perform calculations, can analyze the data, etc. Now the next topic that we are going to discuss over here is workbook and worksheet. So what is workbook? We can say workbook is in MS Excel 2010 file. A new workbook is created by default when we start MS Excel 2010. Generally a workbook contains 3 worksheets by default, but we can add more worksheets according to our requirement, and we can also delete the worksheet. So what is worksheet? Worksheet is actually the area where we work. Like here it has been given sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So these are the 3 different sheets that are available, and the workbook name is book 1. So sheet is actually the area where we work in MS Excel. It is like a page in notebook where we write down our information. It is a rectangular grid that is made up of cells. There are rows and columns in it, and an intersection of row and column is called cell. So we can also define worksheet as a collection of several cells. So these are the rows 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the rows number, and A, B, C, D, E, F. These are the columns. So how can we start the MS Excel 2010? Let me show you how to start the MS Excel 2010. So first of all, move to the left click on the start button. After clicking on the start button, you can see over here Microsoft Excel 2007. Or you can also go to the all programs. From the all programs, move to the Microsoft Office. From the Microsoft Office, you can find the MS Excel 2007 over here. Just have a left click. As soon as you left click over here, the workbook appears. By default, the name is Book 1 Microsoft Excel. And 3 different sheets are sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. This is how we generally start the MS Excel 2010. Now we are coming to the different components of MS Excel 2010 window. So what are the different components of MS Excel 2010 window? The different components are that first of all title bar. That this is the title bar, the topmost bar of the window where book 1 is written Microsoft Excel. This is the title bar. It contains the name of the Excel workbook. By default the name of the book is book 1. When we are going to save it, whatever name we give in the save text box, that name will appear over here. So this is the quick access toolbar. As soon as we bring the cursor in the quick access toolbar over here, the office button over here, these are the quick access toolbar, where the option of save is over here and the option of new is available over here. Here we also have a quick access customized toolbar. As soon as we left click over here, different types of options get appeared over here. And this is the office button. As soon as we click on the office button, different types of options get appeared over here. So this is the quick access toolbar. The next topic that we are going to discuss is ribbon. What is ribbon? The ribbon is located just below the title bar and contains the following three components. So the ribbon is located just below the title bar. So this is the title bar and these are the ribbons. These are the ribbons over here. So the first component of the ribbon is tab. The tabs are located just at the top of the ribbon. They contain like here home tab, insert tab, page layout tab, formulas tab, data tab, review tab, view tab. These are the different types of tabs and all this comes under the ribbon. Whenever we click on any of the tab, the different types of groups like table group, illustration group, chart group, link group, text group, all these groups get appeared over here and each group contains several commands over here. So these all comes under the ribbon. So ribbon generally contain the three parts: number 1 tab, number 2 group and number 3 commands. So these are the different types of tabs like home tab, insert tab. Whenever we click on any of the tab, the different types of groups under that tab got appeared. Like as soon as I click on the page layout tab, we have the option of themes group, then page setup group, then scale to fit group, and each group has several commands under it. These are the several commands under the themes group, and this group comes when we click on the page layout tab. So the ribbon generally consists of three things: tab, group and commands. Now the next topic that we are going to discuss over here is the file tab. So the file tab, as soon as we click on the file tab, we have the different types of options like new, open, save, save as, print, prepare, send, publish, close. These are the different options that get appeared on the clicking of file tab. Next we have the help tab. As soon as we click on the help button over here, this is the help button. As soon as we click over the help button over here, the window of help got appeared. Look, this is the Excel help window that got appeared. Now we can type any of the topic over here and can search the information regarding that topic. So this is how the help button got appeared. Name box. So this is the name box. As soon as I click over here, look, as soon as I bring the cursor over here, the name box got appeared. So in name box, the name of the cell appeared. The current name of the cell got appeared. So what is the current cell? The current cell is over here. Wherever the rectangular box is available, that rectangular box is known as the current cell. And the name of the cell got appeared over here. We can also find the address of the cell by looking at the name box. So first of all, we have the name of column over here, A, and the row is 1. So A1 is the current active cell in which the cell pointer is present over here. So this is the name box. The formula bar. Next we have formula bar over here. As soon as I bring the cursor over here, look, the formula bar, a small window of formula bar got appeared where the formula bar is written, and this is the entire formula bar. Whatever formula we write in the cell or whatever thing we write in the cell got appeared in the formula bar. We can set our formula in the formula bar also. Next is sheet area or working area. The entire area of this is known as the sheet area or the working area where we are going to work. Next, row bar. So row bar, these are the row bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the different types of rows. They start from 1 and keep on increasing. So total there are 1,48,576 rows in a worksheet. Remember, next is the column bar. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. These are the different types of columns that got appeared. So it moves after A to Z, the columns of AA, AB, AC, AD, similar types of column will got appear. So there are 16,384 columns in the worksheet. Remember, the total number of rows are 1,48,576 rows and the total number of columns are 16,384 columns. Now what is cell? The intersection of row and column is known as cell. So these are the cells. Look, this is the row and this is the column, and the intersection of row and column is known as cell. This one is the cell, these one are the cells, all these are the cells. So whenever we are asked what is worksheet, we can also say that the worksheet is the combination of several cells. The different cells combine here to form the cells. Status bar. So below the sheet over here, this is the status bar over here. The bottom bar is known as the status bar over here. It displays the information as well as the insertion point location. From left to right, the bar contains total number of pages, words and the languages which we have used over here. So over here we can get the different number of pages what we have typed, or the total number of words in the document, or the language that we have used like Hindi, English, etc. Sheet tab. These are the sheet tab. By default we have 3 sheet tabs. We can add more sheet tab according to our requirement, like as soon as we click on insert worksheet button, or the shortcut key is shift plus F11. As soon as we left click over here, the new sheet got inserted. Look over here. Now if you want to remove the sheet, just have a right click over here and delete option. Click on left click on delete. So if you want to delete this sheet, have a right click over here, left click on delete. So this is the sheet tab over here. Enter worksheet button. So the insert worksheet button. The insert worksheet button on the sheet tab is used to insert the new workbook. As I have demonstrated you over here, as soon as I left click over here, this is the insert worksheet button. As soon as I left click over here, a new sheet of sheet 6 got appeared. Now you can also remove them by having the right click over here and then click on delete. In this way the sheet got deleted. Next, the horizontal scroll bar and the vertical scroll bar. So the horizontal scroll bar is generally from left to right. So this is the horizontal scroll bar. Like look over here, this is the horizontal scroll bar in which we used to move from left to right, or after the horizontal bar is on the right side, we can take it back to the left side. So this is the horizontal scroll bar and this is the vertical scroll bar. So in vertical scroll bar, it moves up and down. So in up and down, whenever we keep on dragging the vertical scroll bar, it will move from upside to the downward side, or if it is on the downward side, it will move to the upward side. So this is the vertical scroll bar and this is the horizontal scroll bar. So now we are going to discuss the topic using MS Excel 2010, creating a new workbook. So how can we create a new workbook? In order to create a new workbook, first of all we will have to go to the file menu. As soon as we left click on the file menu, we have to go to the new option. As soon as we left click on the new option, a blank workbook appeared over here. It is already selected. You have to left click over create button. As soon as you have a left click on the create button, a new workbook got appeared. Like look over here, the book 2 is written. So it means that the book 1 already existed and book 2 is just newly created Excel workbook. So this is how we can create an MS Excel workbook. Entering the data. So how can we enter the data in a workbook? In order to enter the data, just have a left click over where you want to enter the data. Like suppose I left click over here. The rectangular box that appear before us is known as, this is a rectangular box. It is also known as cell pointer box. So whenever we click anywhere in the cell, that rectangular box got appeared. Like I left click over here. As soon as I left click over here, look, the cell pointer box got appeared over here. So now this is the current active cell. Wherever the rectangular box will be appearing, that cell will be the current active cell. So as soon as I left click over here, this cell got active. So this is the current active cell over here. So in this way, as soon as I left click over here, the cell pointer got appeared and this is the current active cell. Now I can type the text over here as required. Look, A, S, H. Whatever I am typing in the cell box, that content got to be appeared in the formula bar. Remember, I, S, H. Look, I typed Ashish over here and the Ashish word also got appeared in the formula bar. So this is how we can enter the data in a worksheet. Now the next topic that we are going to discuss over here is saving a workbook. How will we save a workbook? In order to save a workbook, move to the File tab, click on the Save button. As soon as you click on the Save button, the window of Save got appeared over here. You can type the file name. Suppose I type the file name as calculation, CALCULATION, calculation. I type the word calculation, and this is the place where my document will be saved. First of all, in the libraries, from the libraries to the documents, and I clicked on the save button over here. As soon as I click on the save button over here, look, the book 2 name got removed and the word called calculation got appeared over here. So now the name of my workbook is calculation. This is how we can save a workbook. Now if we want to open an already existing workbook, like suppose a workbook already exists and we want to open an already existing workbook. In that case, again move to the File tab. From the File tab, move to the Open, left click on the Open option. As soon as we left click on the Open option, the Open window got appeared. So here different types of Excel workbooks are available. Whatever workbook you want to open, just have a left click over here. That name will got appeared in the file name text box, and now left click on the Open button. As soon as you left click on the Open button, that window will get appeared. As there was nothing over there, so only nothing appeared. This is how we can open an already existing workbook. The next topic that we are going to discuss over here is renaming a worksheet. How to rename a worksheet. So suppose the name of my worksheets are sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Now if I want to rename a worksheet, how will I do this? Just have a left click over here. As soon as you left click over here, we will have the option of rename. As soon as I left click on the rename, look over here, the sheet 1 got covered with the background. So now whatever name you want to type over here, you can type it. Like suppose I have typed the name of half yearly, HALF, half, YEARLY. I type the word half yearly, and as soon as I press the enter key, the sheet name from sheet 1 got converted to half yearly. So this is how the sheet name can be converted from one form to another. If we want to change the sheet name again, then what we have to do again, just right click over here. Just have a right click over here. As soon as I right click over here, look, the pop-up menu got appeared where we have the option of rename. Just left click on the rename. This time we have to click on the left mouse button. Left click over here, the half yearly got selected. Now you can type any of the name that you want to enter, that you want to rename as the worksheet. I type the word annual, ANNUAL. As soon as I click that word annual over here and press the enter key, my sheet got renamed to annual. Similarly, the other worksheet can also be renamed. Like the sheet 2 can be renamed. I just made a right click over here. As soon as I right click over here, the drop down menu got appeared. Rename option is available over here. I left click on the rename option. The sheet 2 got highlighted. So now I can type the name half yearly, YEARLY, half yearly, and press the enter key. Now look over here, the sheet 2 also got converted to the half yearly. So this is how we can rename a worksheet. Now how to add a worksheet. Before moving to discuss how to add a worksheet, let us have a quick recap of some of the topics that we discussed in this video. First of all, we discussed what is spreadsheets, what are the features of spreadsheet software, MS Excel, a spreadsheet software, what is MS Excel, workbook and worksheets, what is workbook, what is worksheet, how to start MS Excel, what are the components of MS Excel window. First, the title bar, what is title bar, the quick access toolbar. Next, the ribbon, what is ribbon, what are the different components of ribbons, file tab, help button, name box, formula bar, sheet area or working area, row bar, column bar, cell, status bar, sheet tab, insert worksheet button. Using MS Excel, before discussing the using MS Excel 2010, we also discussed about the horizontal scroll bar and the vertical scroll bar. Next, we discussed how to create a new workbook, how to enter the data in a workbook, how to save a workbook, how to open an already existing workbook, and renaming a worksheet. These were some of the topics that we discussed in this video. Thank you.